riding in a different country, experiencing scenery, roads and climbs you've only ever seen before in pictures can be a wonderfully invigorating experience.
Yeah, so don't spoil those wonderful moments by going into it with your eyes completely shut. I mean, just knowing which side of the road you need to ride on isn't really enough. Although it does, of course, help quite a lot.
So here are our 5 other things that you should definitely try and avoid when riding abroad. Riding on the wrong side of the road was a freebie. Not to the point you'll almost become a lawyer, more the basics. So you won't end up at the wrong end of the law or coming unstuck at a junction. Think about things like who has priority at junctions, when to give way, and also when to allow cars to pass.
Yeah, so it's really a good idea to do a bit of research before you head to your destination. So for example, another one is compulsory helmet use. Now that's compulsory for everybody that's riding a bike in places like Australia and New Zealand, whereas in other countries, it's only compulsory for children. Now we would advocate using a helmet at all times when you're riding a bike, wherever you are in the world, but if you're somebody that doesn't, it's worth looking and checking before you go.
If you're heading somewhere a little bit exotic to ride, a little bit off the beaten track, it's definitely worth doing your research. Consider the local cuisine. What are the roads like? Is there a hospital nearby? Is there a bike shop close to hand?
Yeah, doing this will give you peace of mind. It might relieve a bit of stress as well, and it could definitely get you out of a difficult situation. And actually, this is not a bad rule to adhere to, even when you're closer to home. Time spent doing this is a great investment, which will mean that you just concentrate on having fun out on your bike.
Don't forget your travel insurance.
Oh yeah, oh, and inner tubes, and your passport.
And your hairdryer as well.
Now, a lot of us will head to foreign countries in search of more sun, but it's a good idea to know before you head over there just how much sun, how hot or humid a place could potentially be. Or maybe on the other hand, how cold and rainy. Just have a look at the forecast before you go.
Yeah, the big ones to watch out for are specific seasonal changes, in particular the rainy season or the monsoon. Now, in Australia, the monsoonal fall generally happens in January and February. And in Northern America, you'll see this in July, August and September, affecting parts of Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, and also parts of Northern Mexico too.
Yeah, we're not telling you to avoid anywhere per se, but it's just a good idea to be prepared for any eventualities or any extreme weather scenarios. Just don't get caught out.
I'm just trying to think, Dan, if I've ever been lost before on a ride. Actually, yeah. The Tour Down Under training camp in 2000, obviously quite a long time ago, we ended up doing 290 Ks rather than 180 Ks because we didn't plan the route properly. And I must admit, I wasn't Mr. Popular at the end of that evening.
It's not War Story special, Matt. We're lost now.
Well, I was just using it as an example to show how it's important that you plan your route ahead and get everything sorted and not use like a tourist pamphlet guide rather than a map.
Well, the sun's going down, so we need to sort something out. I mean, it's pretty cool when you go to new countries to plan routes, which we haven't done today. And if you don't plan routes, it's also cool to just make something up as you go along. But if we do that, you need to make sure you've got a proper map with you, or at least a phone with a decent amount of charge.
Or a sat-nav.
Which we haven't.
Hola.
No. Hola.
Hola, we're lost. A day off? A hack, I hear you say, or type into the comments section below. Well, the answer is yes, because simply not enough people get enough rest. Now, when you factor in the stresses and strains of everyday life, a full-time job or study, and riding your bike, you risk burning out, lack of motivation, and worst case scenario, even risking illness or injury.
Yeah, there's no such thing as overtraining, just under-resting.
Well done.
Yeah. What Matt is basically trying to say is that you shouldn't be afraid of taking some time off if you are starting to feel the strain. This is something that I've done plenty of times before and I've always reaped the benefits. Conversely, I've sometimes ignored those signs and always paid the price. Rest helps promote muscle recovery and repair and can also reduce stress by lowering abnormally high levels of cortisol.
Yeah, and adequate sleep can help boost brain function, reduces the risk of energy slumps during the day, and also can help protect your immune system. So rest is best. There you go, 5 things you definitely don't want to get wrong when you're riding abroad.
Now, if you'd like to see our top 10 countries in the world in which to ride your bike, you can click just up there. And if you'd like to see how to plan a route on your Garmin, which can be really handy when you go away, you can find that just down there.
And to subscribe to GCN, how about clicking in the little box just to the left of Dan? Just in there. Oh, don't forget, like our videos and share them too.